Salt Lake Temple, from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, at en.wikipedia.org. The Salt Lake Temple is the largest of more than 120 and best-known temple of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It is the sixth temple built by the church overall, and the fourth operating temple built since the Mormon exodus from Nauvoo, Illinois. The Salt Lake Temple is the centerpiece of the 10-acre Temple Square in Salt Lake City, Utah. Although there are currently no public tours inside the temple, because it is considered sacred by the church and its members, and a temple recommend is required, the temple grounds are open to the public and are a popular tourist attraction. Due to its location at church headquarters and its historical significance, it is patronized much by Latter-day Saints from many parts of the world. The Salt Lake Temple also is the location of the weekly meetings of the First Presidency and the Quorum of the 12 Apostles. As such, there are special meeting rooms in the Salt Lake Temple for these purposes, including the Holy of Holies, which are not present in other temples. Temple construction and dedication. The location for the temple was first marked by Brigham Young, the prophet and second president of the church, on July 28, 1847, just 4 days after arriving in the Salt Lake Valley. The temple site was dedicated on February 14, 1853. Groundbreaking ceremonies were presided by Brigham Young, who laid the cornerstone on April 6th of that year. Sandstone was originally used for the foundation, but during the Utah War the foundation was buried and the lot made to look like a plowed field, to prevent unwanted attention from federal troops. After tensions had eased in 1858 and work on the temple resumed, it was discovered that the foundation stones had cracked, making them unsuitable for use. The sandstone was replaced by granite from Little Cottonwood Canyon, located 20 miles southeast of the temple site. Oxen transported the granite initially, but as the Transcontinental Railroad neared completion in 1869, the remaining stones were carried by rail at a much faster rate. The capstone was laid on April 6, 1892, by means of an electric motor and switch operated personally by LDS President Wilfred Woodruff, the church's fourth president, thus completing work on the temple's exterior. At the capstone ceremony, it was proposed that the interior of the building be finished within 1 year, thus allowing the temple to be dedicated 40 years to the day of its commencement. John R. Winder was instrumental in overseeing the completion of the interior on schedule, but he later served as the temple's president until his death in 1910. President Woodruff dedicated the temple on April 6, 1893, exactly 40 years after the cornerstone was laid. Other Latter-day Saint temples in Utah include the Bluffdale Utah Temple, Bountiful Utah Temple, Draper Utah Temple, Jordan River Utah Temple, Logan Utah Temple, Manti Utah Temple, Monticello Utah Temple, Mount Timpangonos Utah Temple, Ogden Utah Temple, Provo Utah Temple, St. George Utah Temple, Salt Lake Temple, Oak Creek Mountain Utah Temple, and Vernal Utah Temple. The building was designed by Truman O. Angel. Its location is 50 West North Temple Street, Salt Lake City, Utah, 84150. Phone number 1-801-240-2640. It is a 10-acre site with a total floor area of 253,015 feet square. Its height is 210 feet or 64 meters. Its exterior finish is granite. Its temple design Gothic 6-spire. Ordinance rooms 4 with live sessions. Ceiling rooms 12. Clothing rental yes. Cafeteria full services. Visitor center preceded by Manti Utah Temple and followed by Leh Hawaii Temple. This sound file and all text in the article are licensed under the GNU Free Documentation License, available at www.gnu.org/copyleft/fdl.html.